We've got the highest rate of allergy in Europe, and over half the nation's sufferers are children. That's why I'm going to war with allergy.
The statistics are shocking. 1 in 3 of us has an allergy. A common symptom of allergy is asthma, a condition that can block airways and make breathing difficult. A child goes to hospital every 19 minutes with a severe attack. 3-year-old Charlie from Devon is one of 5% of children with a food allergy. He's at Dr. Pixie's clinic because of his violent reaction to a very common food.
We are on edge the whole time. It becomes really stressful waiting for the next big flare-up. Knowing that it could kill him is terrifying.
What's the problem with little Charlie here?
When he was 7 months old, he had scrambled egg on toast for the first time and promptly started swelling up his face, his mouth, his tongue, all of the inside of his mouth, struggling to breathe within probably about 3 or 4 minutes of having about 2 mouthfuls. We went in an ambulance to hospital and they treated him there for anaphylaxis.
Right.
Since then we've managed to get the egg under control, but now we're noticing more and more recently that every time he eats anything, his mouth is swelling a little bit, he's getting like little spots around his face, and then they'll go down gradually over a period of about 24 hours. And we have no idea what's causing them because he has not been exposed to eggs.
Egg is one of just 8 foods that account for 90% of all food allergies. Others to look out for include peanuts, tree nuts such as walnuts and pistachios, fish, shellfish, milk, wheat and soy.
He needs to have a sort of a formal sit-down with an immunologist whose specialist interest is allergy and how it works. And then work out a plan of deciding, well, you know, what's the best way to manage this and what should we be absolutely excluding.
Even if it was a massive list, it would be so much better than not knowing at all what he was reacting to, whether it be sensitivities or allergies or whatever it may be.
Yeah. Well, brilliant. Look, let's get that organised. I think this little boy wants to go off and play. He's not interested in being in here at all, are you? Let's get that sorted for you. And
fantastic.
You can come back and have a chat and let me know how you get on.
Lovely.
All right.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
We'll find out how Charlie gets on with the immunologist later. 3-year-old Charlie has a severe allergy to eggs. Dr. Pixie wanted to find out if he might be intolerant to other foods as well, so she sent him to an immunologist for a thorough checkup. But it seems the allergies struck again.
Charlie had an instance where he vomited quite profusely, was really, really ill in public all over me, and then about 20 minutes or so later actually had a seizure. Big incident and really quite frightening.
What we're going to do is we're going to put very small amounts of each allergen on his skin, and we'll do a negative control, which is salty water. And there we go, that's the negative one. Okay. And
the test involves exposing small patches of skin to various allergens, substances that kids are commonly allergic to.
And then this one is the egg. What a good little chap you are. We're just going to burst all these little bubbles. Every time I do it, I want you to say pop. Are you ready? Pop, pop. What a good boy. And pop. Oh, good boy, Charlie. There's the positive control.
Yeah.
And the egg. And the others have not come up. You can see the little marks on his skin where we've been.
So these eggs.
Immunologist Dr. Mitch Lajeunesse discovers that Charlie's problem is rather simpler than Mum and Dad had thought.
Okay, those skin prick tests show that it's really just an egg allergy that we're dealing with here, so you can relax from that point of view. Even though he's had severe reactions to egg, chances are he will grow out of this egg allergy as he gets older. So it's a case of just watching and waiting, really.
Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Thanks very much. You're welcome.
It's just a relief to know that it's just egg, and that's all.
Until he grows out of his allergy, Charlie's diet will involve more than just cutting out eggs in omelettes. Traces of egg exist in many surprising products, from pasta to puddings to sweets and soups. So when they're shopping, Mum and Dad will have to read every label thoroughly. In her war against allergy, Dr. Pixie's meeting kids and parents at Bellevue Primary School in the Midlands, because when it comes to childhood irritations, mythology and allergy go hand in hand. Many kids make out they have an allergy as an excuse for not eating things that they don't like, and many parents are simply confused about the advice they read.
Morning, everybody. Morning. You got a new teacher today. It's Dr. Pixie. So how many of you have got allergies? Hands up, who's got allergies? What are you allergic to?
I'm allergic to nuts, dust. I can get symptoms of kiwi. I got hay fever and I got asthma.
Put your hands up if you can guess what this is. You would probably have this in your bed. What about you?
Fleas.
Fleas. You got fleas in your bed?
No. Just mites.
Very good. This is a dust mite. Have you got these at home in your beds, do you think? I know your mum... Oh, look, he's saying yes. Whose child is this? You've all got dust mites, I'm afraid. These guys live in your bed, and what they do when you go to sleep, they drink your sweat and they eat your skin cells, and then when you get allergic to them, what you're actually becoming allergic to is their poo. Oh, she's going to be sick, I think. Now, what do you think that is?
It looks like broccoli.
It's not broccoli.
Is it mould?
It is mould, absolutely right. Mould gives off spores. We inhale those spores, and then in those of us who are sensitive to them, we start to sneeze or wheeze and get skin allergies. So why don't we find out for sure which of you really have allergies? Put it in this magic kit. Here, got your mum as well.
A drop of blood is taken from each volunteer and placed on a special card. The card reveals which of 10 allergens they might be allergic to. Similar tests are available from pharmacists, although if you think you have an allergy, there's no substitute for seeing your GP.
So among those that we tested, you guys were the ones who came up positive for the allergies. So Hayley, your test showed up positive for pollen and dust mite.
And allergies run in the family. Hayley's son Dylan also came up positive to dust mite and pollen. House dust mite affects Jane, AJ and mum Sandra, who's also irritated by cats.
I've just done my test and I'm not immune either. I'm allergic to cockroaches and that old troublemaker, house dust mite.
With 50% of our group testing positive, our straw poll bears out the evidence that allergies are on the march. It's thought that rising air pollution might partly be to blame, as well as excessive cleanliness in the home, which may be preventing our immune systems from developing properly. Modern innovations such as air conditioning, central heating and wall-to-wall carpeting are also allowing the house dust mite and certain moulds to thrive.